as someone who values creativity in offense and trying to be able to find unique ways to beat the defense, this new feature it would have been like the top of my list of things I would have wanted to see in any future football game. And we're getting College Football 25 hot routes everywhere, and new hot routes, including one which I have missed for about the past 6 or 7 years. Boys, this is phenomenal. Shout out to Prize Picks again, always our sponsors on these videos. Use code CC. You guys already know about that. Let's look at this screenshot here. So the first thing we want to talk about is quarterbacks can now do all the hot routes, or the receivers do the hot routes, however you want to think about it. Hot routes are going to be there for everyone. The 12, they will get 12 instead of just 8, which is phenomenal. You also see custom stem on there, which is going to allow you to change the depth of breaking routes. Again, a phenomenal feature. I think it's going to need some balancing in the future personally, because it seemed like I had a very quick conversation, a 2-tweet conversation with one of the devs who worked on it. I said, so like, what is the counter to custom stems? And he said, well, the stick feature of where you're going to be able to move across and get to different players on defense quicker. That sounds okay. We'll see how it works. Again, I think that's going to be more of a 1%er issue than a 99% issue. And then generally in games, they're not going to make any changes to something like that. But quarterbacks being able to make all the hot routes is a fantastic feature, especially in a game like College Football 25, where guess what? You want to be able to use your team, and your team maybe your Air Force, the court, he ain't going to be throwing the ball and doing all that. But what if you wanted to put a post on the field? Well, now you can. However, we see 2 things here, 3 things. We'll call it 3 things here. One, they added a new route that I haven't seen yet. Seems like it's going to be for outside wide receivers. Again, assume this is a slot wide receiver here. We see post, corner, slant, drag, all post is just there. Post is just there, right? It's just there. Fantastic. But zig, again, zigs. I'm kind of curious to see some of the tight end stuff, but we see deep cross and short cross. Again, being able to vary the depth of your crosser is fantastic. Most people like the deep cross better, but the wheel route is so fantastic. Again, it's going to depend on what type of wheel route it is. How does man coverage play against wheels? How do flats play? But having that as an option there is going to 100% allow us to create better route combinations. And again, this whole concept is going to allow you to use different formations, different playbooks, because in the past, you've always sort of had to gravitate towards a top 3 or top 5 sort of playbook in the game, because they have the best routes. They have the best depth of routes. This changes everything, sort of. There's still going to be best playbooks. We know that that's the thing, but this gets me so excited. I remember being able, again, I want to say it was Madden 17, maybe it was 18, where the slot wide receiver apprentice ability, because again, we had different things in the past, allowed you to put wheel routes out there. And it was such a game changer being able to do that. And I've missed it ever since. They never brought it back. It's back. This is fantastic for offense. Again, the defensive change again is going to be the stick switch. We'll have to see how that is. I think it's a big skill gap thing. I think a lot of people that are really happy that it's coming to the game are going to be really not like that it's there, because y'all going to be throwing a lot of picks. But this is a fantastic thing. I love this. This might be my favorite thing that they are bringing into here. And again, it's something, honestly, it needs to be brought into Madden. I don't need to have Patrick Mahomes to be able to put a post on the field. That's dumb. I don't need to have Quinn Ewers. Jalen Milroe can do it too. Phenomenal. EA Sports, I love this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm in love with this one. I'm in love with this one, boys. This is my favorite change right now. Hot routes, different hot routes, new hot routes, depths, giving me more options, more abilities, not ability to pick a playbook that I want, to be able to do what I want. Because again, let me break this down for you just a little deeper in my head, because I go so, my brain is so gameplay wired and related. that say for this year on Madden, you guys have seen me run the play posts all the time, and I've switched between playbooks. And one of the reasons I switched is one of the playbooks, the spread playbook, has a play there, post wheel shallow, which allows me to put a wheel right on the field because it's really good against man coverage. So I had to entirely switch my playbook and give up under center runs and all sorts of other stuff for one thing, because it was really helpful against man coverage. This could mean I don't have to do that. This could mean so much. So much. Beautiful. We still got to see how it works. Maybe they're not very effective. I don't know. We'll figure that out in July. But here, EA, best change you've made, in my opinion, for the offensive side of the ball. I'm sure there's other things we haven't seen. I'm sure the stick work, all that. Again, I can't talk about stick work. I haven't used it. This, I can just see right here. I know it exists. Keep it up. We'll be back. Again, more stuff you guys want to see, put it in the comment section. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.